It is I, Bento. Hello, hello, hello.
What has happened? Oh,
Oh my
why are
gosh,
you
hell
huge?
yeah. My name's Bento, guys.
Why? You took my spy.
My name's Bento.
I gotta move him around.
Gotta move me
Xdiman,
around.
Spin around.
Spin around.
Gotta spin myself around too.
We're always spinning. Oh my gosh, we spinning.
Spinning.
Yeah, no, my name's Xdiman too. Hello. Hi, I'm in front of you
Why
now.
are you in front of me?
Now I'm in front of you.
Guess what? You're going behind me.
No.
Please don't. No.
Haha. We're struggling with OBS here.
Yes. OBS be mean. I made myself too. Oh my god, I'm struggling. Do I remember how to be?
It was all correctly set up, and now OBS had to fuck us.
Yes.
Oh, you make me so small.
Well, we're small together.
We all know that I'm so much bigger than you.
Well,
So much taller,
okay,
stronger, beefier.
Wow, what is this slander?
Hell yeah.
My gosh.
I just
Eddie.
love me some slander.
What? Slander?
Wait, is my
Huh?
Why is everything not working again?
What?
Oh, no, it's the game
Yeah,
just
it's all
quiet.
working. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Game's
Okay.
quiet.
Struggling. But anyway, hello!
Hello.
It is I, Bento! Hello, hello, hello. And of course, you know, the man, the myth, the legend, Xdiman too.
It's me, Xdiman too.
He is here.
I'm
He's-
here.
He's in glory. The flesh.
The flesh.
As bones? The flesh as bones?
In the bone.
What?
I am in the bone.
In the bone. Wow. But we are here, and today should be, hopefully, the last part of the first part of the trilogy. We're going through the
said
trial.
someone.
Yes, Lonely. Hello, Lonely.
Hello, lonely.
How are you? It's been a little bit. How are you doing?
Yeah.
How are you? How are you? How are
Hello,
you?
hello.
Alright, but yes, we're gonna figure out what in the world we're doing, and because we discover that Gant has hiding some secrets, he's being mysterious, all that stuff.
Yes.
It's been crazy. But yes, so today should be hopefully the last day of the trial of this case, and figuring out what in the fruity fuck is happening.
Yes, let's see.
So let's get into it. February 25th, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. This is a defendant lobby, alright, but there's no defendant. Been trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be?
Where could you be?
Where is she? And where's Emma, for that matter? It's almost seems as if...
Something's happening behind the scenes. Oh, something's happening behind the scenes.
Pookie Bear! Edgeworth!
Knowing you, you've already figured it out. Who the owner of the 7777777 ID number is, that is.
Well, I have a pretty strong hunch.
It's me.
Looks like I'm not the only one who figured it out.
You know, the only reason this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday was because of that fat cock of yours.
What?
It's because there was still room for doubt regarding this ID record. If that number does belong to whom you suspect, then no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything.
True. Not yet.
In any event, once all doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for a suit for a ruling. 5 minutes, right? And Chief Prosecutor Sky will be found guilty.
But she didn't do it!
I figured you'd say as much. That's why I came here, to hear what you have to say.
This is the first time he's ever done something like this.
Yeah.
He cares about my words.
He cares so much.
Oh, my Pookie Bear. Lana's hiding something, and the only way we'll ever know the truth is to draw it out of her.
The truth?
Everything goes back to the SL9 incident.
Don't be stupid. Today's the last day of the trial. We don't have time to reminisce about the past.
That depends on you. If she's found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened.
I'll think about it. See you in court, right?
Oh man.
Fades away.
Microsoft presentation, my ass. This is it. If I'm ever going to find out what Chief Gant has on her, it's now. Let's go.
Let's go do it.
10 a.m. District Court number 9.
Number 9.
District Court number 9.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
Defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Normally, this is where the prosecution puts forth its opening statement. Huh. Before that, the police chief has a proposal to make.
Chief can't. Hey guys, I'm here.
It's always so funny.
Fucking fades in. Morning, folks. How's everyone doing? Hey, Aji, been back to the pool yet?
No, been drowning enough as it is in my work.
Oh, that's a good one. Don't think I can. I don't think I can top that.
If you don't mind me asking, Chief, exactly what is this proposal of yours?
Lana, that is to say, the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court. She wants to do what? Haven't heard what she intends to say. I feel she should be granted her request. In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble.
Huh. What's this all about, defendant?
I'd just like to make one simple request, and I'll be finished.
Well then, what's your request?
Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial.
Huh?
Bruh.
I confess to all charges against me. On February 21st of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office.
No. Lana!
Bruh.
Bitch, we just started. You can't! Your Honor, the defendant's claim does not change the defense's plea.
In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require your services.
Oh no.
But Lana!
Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney. The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please.
Well, the defendant certainly has the right to self-representation. Her request is legally valid, although this is an unprecedented situation. Indeed, it appears there's no further need to continue this trial, even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise.
This can't be happening.
It appears the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant... Is it Edgeworth?
Edgeworth!
One moment, Your Honor. But Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature.
Come now, Worthy. I understand this is a difficult time for you. Well, why don't you just be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut,
You stupid bitch boy. That's not what I do, bitch. I don't care. I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gant.
What?
Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be. Hell yeah. With this sudden confession from the defendant, it's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes.
Some kind of deal, Not everyone operates as you do, Worthy.
I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change this first witness. Oh? To whom? As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Sky.
Dun dun dun.
I request the court hears her testimony.
Hold it! Mr. Edgeworth, I am exercising my right to self-representation. Wow, I can't read.
Oh no, I did so good in the stream with you, with your stream. Now I can't read for my own.
I don't think we need to continue.
I don't care what you think, Miss Sky. The exposure of truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eye from it. Very well, the court shall grant the prosecution's request. Prosecution's request.
Oh no, they'll become me. They'll become me.
That's okay with you, right, Chief Gant?
Worthy. You'll live to regret this. Mark my words.
Miss Emma Sky, please take the stand.
Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins. Oh man.
Damn. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Emma Sky. My occupation, I'm Lana's little sister, and I want to be a scientific investigator. 2 years ago, you encountered the serial killer Joe Dark of the Joe Dark killings. Is this correct? Yes. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that though. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember this trial considers the murder of Detective Goodman. Is an incident that was resolved 2 years ago really all that relevant? Yes, it most certainly is. Well, okay then.
He sure gave in fast.
Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago.
The trip to yesteryear has finally begun.
I look so much like a frog.
I go crunk. It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial. Witness testimony 2 years ago.
Witness testimony.
Yeah.
I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me. I'll never forget what I saw in that instant. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest. It's a good thing you weren't harmed. I passed out. I don't remember much. That's understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, what does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder? That will soon become apparent, Your Honor. Well, it's all on us now.
Oh man, you got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Alright. Let's go. Alright, Emma.
Press everything.
Let's go! 2 years ago, the defendant was a detective at the police department, correct?
Yeah. She was second in command under the Deputy Chief of Police Gant. My sister. She was the best detective ever. Yes, I remember. Deputy Chief Gant and Miss Sky used to be quite the pair. I believe they share the same office. That's right. I'd always sit at my sister's desk. I dreamed about playing that organ. I wanted to play it that day, too. The police department and the prosecutor's office held a ceremony that day. Lana promised to take me to the dinner after she finished her work.
A man?
Yes, Joe Dark. He was a serial killer. Joe Dark was brought in for questioning on the day of that ceremony. We were desperate to get anything on him that would lead to an arrest. When he saw his chance, he fled the room, right? Upon fleeing the room, Dark proceeded to take the elevator. He must have been in panic because the elevator was going up. Then he ran into Sky and Gant's office. There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I opened the door to have a look. That's when I saw him.
What was the prosecutor doing there?
That day, there were 2 people present during the Dark's questioning. Deputy Chief Damon Gant and Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
I almost forgot about Gant.
Neil Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors Award. Young and dedicated, he went straight to the questioning room after the ceremony. I assume that would also be why he was the first to run after Dark. When Dark grabbed me, I thought I was as good as dead.
And that's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in.
I don't clearly remember what happened then, but I'll never forget what I saw in that instant.
Can you tell us about that?
Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark, and just then, the lights went out. The lights? It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on, and lightning struck nearby.
So the electricity went out.
Wait a minute. If it was a pitch dark in that room, you shouldn't have been able to see anything, right? Right, but just then lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind. I see. I told the detective about what I saw then.
The detective?
Yes, Detective Goodman, he was in charge of the case.
Detective Bruce Goodman, the victim.
Hear more.
Yes. Always more. So he spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago.
Yes, that's what's so scary about this trial. And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw? Yes, but at the time, the words just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture.
A picture? Yes, I think she mentioned that before.
Well, Mr. Wright, have you heard of it enough?
I'm asking about the picture.
Yeah.
This picture the witness drew, I believe it has a very important meaning.
But the list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture. No, Witness, wouldn't you mind if we added the statement to your testimony? Yes, Your Honor. I drew a picture of that scene once, but seems to have been lost.
You drew a picture of the scene you witnessed, right?
Yes, I wanted to do everything I could to help the investigation. I can still see it now, whenever I close my eyes. That's strange. I took over the case after Prosecutor Marshall died. Yet I never received any picture. Perhaps the witness is mistaken. But I did draw it, I swear. I'm not just imagining it.
This picture that Emma drew, that reminds me. I guess I should check the evidence again.
Well, anyway, let's continue. The scene that imprinted an image in your mind. Please describe it to us. The man. Wait, go back one. Don't we have the picture?
I think so.
Yeah, see if we can present it.
Present. Evidence list. Can't. Would it be in here?
No. Maybe we didn't grab it?
Oh. Yeah, because this is other
Or
stuff.
maybe it was on the back of the photo? No, it wouldn't be on the photo. I don't think we might. I don't really think we grabbed it.
I don't think so either. Now I'm looking at this, yeah, because this is all like previous.
Yeah.
Yeah, so damn it. Fuck. That must have been a real shock.
Even now when I close my eyes, I can still see it just as clearly. Tell us. What were you doing at that moment? I believe you testified that Joe Dark was holding you hostage. When lightning struck and the lights went out, Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark and I was thrown aside and the two began wrestling each other. I'm pretty sure I was watching them.
Emma doesn't have any reason to lie. But Lana sure does. I need to get Emma to tell me as much about this as she can.
Press. Oh, go back. There we go.
Back to pressing this again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't we just? I don't think we pressed this.
No, I think we did. This is like back to the beginning.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then.
Okay, hold on. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah. Blah blah. I just want to
Gotta
see.
be able to present something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, it's just them, but okay. Just wanted to see if he said anything different. Let's look what we got again.
Yeah.
Let me go this way, because that's like older stuff.
Yeah.
There, Emma's handprints were on it.
Go to the evidence thing.
This?
Yeah.
Blurry as fuck.
Oh, there's a picture.
Oh, there it is. Okay,
there
okay.
it is.
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Okay, sweet. So we have the picture.
Okay, so I guess just present with a picture. Hold on.
There, drew a picture.
There we go. We got you. Here you go, Emma. Objection. Mr. Edgeworth. This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. And yeah, you would insist on denying its existence?
Huh? I tried to be on your side here. Hey, I'm not the bad guy. All I'm saying is that as the prosecutor for that case, I wasn't handed such a picture.
That may well be. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold!
This is the evidence list for the SL9 incident.
Yeah. Please turn it over, Your Honor.
Turn it over. Turn it. Ah, what's this?
Oh, psst. Of course they have it sideways.
Yes, what is... Yes, what is that?
Hey, that's it. That's the picture I drew.
Indeed, two men appear to be wrestling here. What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list?
Me?
Only the prosecutor in charge should have the access to that list. Huh? These lists, they're different from each other. What? It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists fit together to form one. You can see the marks here where they were torn from each other.
So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, it's quite obvious what happened. 2 years ago, only half of the evidence in that case ever reached you.
What? What?
Oh, I just realized they're playing the good music. Oh, do
Hell
do
yeah.
do 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 do.
Order, order! But Miss Sky, why did you draw your picture on the back of such an important list?
Because that's what Detective Goodman handed me in the questioning room, Your Honor.
Wait a minute. My voice. If this list was torn in half, then that means, Your Honor,
Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Your eyes are bulging from your head.
if the evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more of drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list.
Yes, that's quite conceivable, Mr. Edgeworth. It's possible. Let's see. I'm loving it.
He's me loving it.
Oh, my throat.
Oh, don't die.
Ugh. Is something wrong?
I was gonna say, don't worry, you got coffee and water by you. Do you even have to ask? Oh man. Oh.
Sorry, Your Honor. There is indeed something drawn on the back of my list. Is that thing?
Badger. Let me explain. He's like, what? Judge is saying, what?
That's that thing. That thing was dancing in the evidence room. Clearly, this act of vandalism isn't the work of a certain chief detectives.
I guess he was out of scrap paper. Ah, nice.
Hell yeah. Very well, witness. Will you please testify about the picture you drew 2 years ago?
Huh? Oh, yes, sir, Your Honor.
What's wrong with Emma? She seemed to be thinking about something when she was looking at the picture. Witness testimony, Emma's picture.
This is the picture I drew 2 years ago. The flash of lightning was so bright all I could see were shadows. After that, I must have fainted. This picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant.
Think a flash of lightning could burn such an image in your mind.
Thanks to that, though, she was able to show us exactly what she saw.
Well, I don't see any contradictions here. This clearly shows Joe Dark about to murder prosecutor Neil Marshall. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Alright,
Alright, let's press it.
let's go.
She only said like one thing.
Did you draw this picture right after the incident?
I think I drew it 2 or 3 days later. At first, I was in such a state of shock that I couldn't do anything.
During that time, the investigation team was reorganized. Detective Goodman was placed in charge, under the direction of Damon Gant and Lana Sky.
2 or 3 days later. Memories should still have been fresh in her mind.
Excuse me, witness. But can you please tell us why this picture is painted all black?
Kind of just said it, yeah. So at the time, you didn't even know it was Mr. Marshall who had come to your rescue?
No, Couldn't see him clearly. The lightning was so bright and was knocked to the floor.
You were knocked to the floor.
Dark had a tight grip on me when Mr. Marshall jumped on him. I was knocked away. Turned around, and that's when the lightning flashed.
Poor Emma. I'm just glad she wasn't hurt.
What happened after the lightning flashed?
You mean you didn't see the actual murder take place?
No, I'm sorry.
The flash of lightning only drove off the darkness for a split second. Not only that, but the trauma of the situation understandably caused the witness to faint. You really need to torture this girl any further?
What? Hey, I'm not the bad guy here.
Anyway, this picture.
Slam. Sorry for asking so many times, but are you sure you drew exactly what you saw?
Of course, this is the exact scene.
It wasn't influenced in any way from your talks with the detectives.
Are you insinuating we somehow manipulated her memory, Mr. Wright?
No, of course not. I better watch out or who might find some way to cut my salary.
I drew this picture before I heard anything from the detectives. So I don't think anyone's story would have influenced me.
Mr. Wright, is there something that's bothering you about this picture?
Huh? Oh, well... That's strange. She claims this is exactly the scene that was imprinted in her mind. And yet, there's clearly a contradiction here.
Only thing I can see is that, like, it looks like he's holding, like, a rectangle, not an actual knife.
Wait, can I look at it again? Like, more closely?
I guess...
Hold on. Let me look at it. Hold on, look at this.
Okay, now we can see.
Of course it's sideways.
Yeah. Strange.
I'm trying to think, like, what is the contradiction in the picture she drew? I don't know, it's just more towards the badger part, or is the silhouette part that they're trying to infer here?
I guess maybe the silhouette part, but I don't know. The badger part makes it look like there is also, like, something else there or something.
Right.
Maybe try and present that at the last thing.
Yeah, let's see. Hold on. Let's go back. Also, before I do... wait. There we go. We're being safe, everybody.
Hell yeah.
We're doing good. R. There we go. I know my buttons. Ah, goddammit.
Oh no.
Ah!
No.
He's
You
like,
fucked up, bitch.
you're stupid, you motherfucker. I don't know, I just... It didn't happen, guys. Don't worry about it. Let's look what we got again, though.
Okay.
I don't know.
Wait, let's look at the testimony, whatever thing, the manila folder.
The middle folder? You got
Yeah,
it.
that's how to report. Because that single stab wound piercing heart lung assessment died from blood loss in another 10 minutes. Weapon found a wound with missing tip.
I think maybe if that's the case, maybe because maybe just the angle of the picture for the silhouette, because it looks like he's more like maybe gonna go for his head, I guess. I don't know. Because that's nothing to do with that right now. Ah! Maybe something with this. No.
Maybe go back. No, go back.
Oh. To the folder?
No, like go back. Like press the back button.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, go to the left. That must have fainted. I don't know. Last lightning was so bright, all I could see were shadows. Go back again. This is the picture I drew 2 years ago. I have no idea.
try with the autopsy report.
Alright.
I'm gonna try. Kind of doubt it, but I'm trying anyway.
Oh!
Yay! I hate to be bearer of bad news, but this picture the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction.
What? But I still remember it just like it was yesterday. Mr. Wright, perhaps it would be faster if you simply pointed out this contradiction for us. What part of this picture contradicts the autopsy report? I would say the knife.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just overall this angle.
Yeah.
So let's go here. The contradiction, of course, lies here. Take a look at the knife the man is holding. Ooh, excuse me. If you look closely, you can see its tip is broken. I wouldn't think that. Okay.
Yeah, I would say like, oh yeah, it's a rectangle.
Yeah, I'll be like, knife, rectangle?
Even I don't have to look closely to see that, Mr. Wright. But Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? Its tip is broken too. But it was already supposed to have been broken. If I recall, the tip of the knife was found broken off in the victim's body. It was the conclusive piece of evidence that proved Joe Dark was the murderer.
No, I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma.
And where, pray tell, could you possibly see a problem?
It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back.
Or to the back.
If the victim was only stabbed once, the murder weapon should not yet be broken.
Ah! What's the meaning of this?
Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand.
Oh man, we're getting real steamy up in here. Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body. If it was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up there. Yes. Also, hello, Jellico. How's it going?
Yes, hello.
That's maybe that's why they stabbed him. Was a circle jerk involved?
No.
No.
The tip of the knife was undeniably discovered within the victim's body. The only possible explanation is the witness' memory is mistaken.
That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure that she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at the time, but she was sure she remembered correctly.
But there's no other way to explain this inconsistency.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth, aka my Pookie. There is another explanation. Have you forgotten already about a little something called falsified evidence?
You're treading on thin ice, right?
All I'm saying is that this broken knife tip might be the piece of evidence that was forged. You can't deny the possibility.
No. I can't deny it.
He just melts like a witch.
And I cannot hide it.
Order, order, order. Are you saying the investigation really was corrupted?
Your Honor, please allow me once again to go over the events that took place that day of the murder. Here we go.
Let's do it.
The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the King of Prosecutors reward at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gant. During his questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark. It is my belief that somewhere in this story there is a lie. Like she got deep for a second.
I'm not lying. Man really was holding up a broken knife.
If that's true, then there's no other way around it. This could not have been the actual murder weapon. It must have been another broken knife.
What are the chances of there being two broken knives?
Another broken knife besides Joe Dark's.
Wouldn't it be the knife attached to the award?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Could there have been?
Or one of the knives in the like the knight's armor room with like the armor knight thing or something. I don't know.
Ooh.
I bet it's the sword.
Yeah, it's gotta be. There's another one somewhere. The witness is this adamant about the accuracy of what she saw. Can't just be explained away by a simple observational error.
Mr. Wright.
Emma, you listen here. In that instant, Emma really did see a broken knife.
I assume then that you have some information about this other broken knife. If so, please feel free to enlighten us.
The murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's only one way. Take a look at this. Here's the real murder weapon.
Yep, it's got to be the picture of the picture.
Yeah, this.
No, the picture.
Oh.
No, the picture. Go to left.
Left.
It has to show the murder weapon. To be the picture of the thing. Left. There.
Oh. No, I didn't want to look at it.
That's what I'm thinking, at least.
Let's try. The answer lies in in the past. 2 years ago in the past. Right here, inside this picture. This is a picture of the ceremony. Oh, this is you. Sorry.
This is the picture of the award ceremony. Ah! What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? It's the broken murder weapon.
Notice the award prosecutor Marshall is holding.
Yeah. That's a broken knife.
As we earlier concluded, the knife in the drawing was not Joe Dark's knife. That being the case, the knife that witness saw was in all likelihood from this award.
Oh, damn. Order, order, order!
Neil Marshall was awarded King Prosecutors that day. As an award, he was given this broken shield and knife. When he chased after Joe Dark, he pulled out this knife. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. This broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation.
But that can't be.
Oh, and why not, Mr. Edgeworth?
Because of the King of Prosecutors award knife was the murder weapon. The murderer and the victim would be reversed.
What do you mean?
I mean, this man raising a knife would have been Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Oh. Oh!
But the prosecutor was the one who actually died.
That's true. What's going on here?
It seems Mr. Wright has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusions. Wait, I remember now. I remember everything. Witness. Mr. Edgeworth. What is it? Could you show me your evidence list again, please? His list? The one with that picture scribbled on the back? I knew it. This picture. I'm the one who drew it. What?
You drew that?
That's right. The list wasn't torn in half at the time I drew this picture. All the time I've been trying so hard to forget. Must have locked this part away deep inside me. Perhaps it would be best if we added this to the witness's testimony. Would you please tell us what you've recalled, Miss Sky? Yes, Your Honor.
First the knife mix-up, and now the blue badger? This should be interesting. Emma's recollection.
When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked and rushed toward both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger. He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. This is certainly most unusual.
Your eyes really say it. Sounds like looks like he's giving Morse code with his eyeballs.
Yeah.
He's like, "Help me."
Blink, blink. Try impossible. Chief detectives hadn't even designed him until this year.
That would mean he didn't even exist 2 years ago.
Yes, well, defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Hold it! Stop! Please don't pursue this any further. Lana!
What's the meaning of this? Please remain seated in the defendant's chair.
But you can't do this. I've already confessed to the crime. Why can't you just leave it at that?
Chief Prosecutor Sky.
Damn, he really has something in his throat there.
Yeah. We've already come this far.
Oh, that's you. Sorry.
It's too late. It's too late to turn back.
Damn
I just
it.
saw a girl. It was a girl voice. Silence. The defense will now begin its cross-examination. Bailiff, whack his pee-pee. Please detain the defendant.
It seems we're finally getting to the core of the matter. Oh, man. Alright. Right. When you say that man, I assume you're referring to Joe Dark?
Yes, I think it was him.
You think?
All I could really see were shadows. The power outage that immediately preceded the incident is also documented in the prosecutor's office reports. So then you...
Why would you do something so dangerous?
What else could I have done? He was about to stab Mr. Marshall.
She seems convinced that Dark was the one holding the knife.
But as we just theorized, Mr. Marshall was the one holding the knife. Well, I didn't know that at the time. When that dark guy knocked me down, all I could think was I've got to help that other person.
What do you mean you think?
It all happened so fast. I was in shock. I don't remember everything clearly. What I did, it's all in kind of a blur. Miss Sky was almost killed before she was witness to murder about to take place. So much happening in a matter of seconds. A little disoriented is only natural. Saw the man about to stab the other person who I thought was Mr. Marshall. I knew I had to stop the man with the knife. What you did was very brave, young girl. So then what happened next?
Are you sure about this?
Of course, see? I even drew a picture of him here. But it was the chief of detectives who thought of this hideous beast. That was just this year. The blue badger didn't even exist 2 years ago. It is all quite verifiable. I know it sounds strange, but I was surprised too when I saw him at the police department. I had this nagging feeling that I'd seen him before somewhere. Now I finally remember.
Oh, brother. Just when you thought that thing had caused enough commotion.
Tell us, where in the room did you see them dancing?
His shadow? So you mean you didn't actually see his face with its winning smile and all?
That's right, but I still remember it. He had 3 creepy horns. This is pointless. That thing couldn't have possibly existed 2 years ago. The witness must be mistaken.
That may well be. But what's important is what caused her to think she saw what she did.
Maybe it was blood splatter or something?
I was thinking a badge. Like an actual badge.
Like
or
an
one-
actual badge.
Like a ace attorney thing, but I'm
Huh.
like, no, it doesn't sound like that would make
Yeah, I
sense.
don't know.
You know?
Oh, and I suppose you have an explanation? If so, then by all means, please tell us what this shadow really was.
What was it Emma was... What was it Emma saw when that lightning flashed? Who is this blue badger, really?
Maybe I just might know.
Yeah, let's see. Blue badger hadn't been dreamt up when Emma drew this picture. Just yet, she's certain that she saw its shadow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the defense's belief that on the fateful day 2 years ago, there indeed was something that looked similar to the blue badger. Something that is now sitting in this very room.
Oh. Mr. Wright! Sitting in this very room? In this room? Very well, Mr. Wright. What is that thing the witness saw in that instant? Please show us this mysterious blue badger look-alike. I don't know. It's sitting in this very room. Yeah, keep scrolling.
Yeah.
It's gotta be something.
Let me try to go slower. I'm going like kind of fast when I do it. Note. Doesn't make any sense because he's outside.
I guess keep going around. Only thing I'm thinking of is that thing.
I'm thinking that too. The jar?
Because it's got 3 horns, technically.
Yeah. Especially if you have it, for whatever reason, upside down.
Yeah.
It would have more of that shape.
Wait, go back.
You got it.
Let's look at, something. I don't know. It's in this room?
I don't know.
What's in this room?
Right?
I would say maybe present that one, but I don't know.
Here, let me... Oh, I can't get out of it. Fuck! I can't save. It's being poopy. Alright, let's try it.
Okay.
The mysterious blue badger was in fact this!
But that's... what exactly is that?
I believe it's some sort of jar.
But Mr. Wright, that doesn't look anything like the blue badger.
Indeed it doesn't. As it stands now, it's just a plain jar. With blood on it. However, what if we were to change our viewpoint?
Our viewpoint?
I got to show them the correct angle to look at this from. I'm telling you, it's gotta be this way.
No, keep on turning it. Oh, the other way. There we go. Keep going.
I'm trying to... Oh yeah, maybe more like this. Ah, it's hard to turn it.
That's weird.
It's hard to turn this. Is there a better way I can do it? Oh, there we go.
Okay, I thought it was like that, but I guess not.
I guess not like that. Hold on. Let's keep going. Hold on.
Yeah, it's... Oh, wait, you have to present it when it's right.
Oh,
Somehow.
hold on.
I think you're right with like the one at the top being it or something.
Like this? Kinda? Fuck, I keep... Hold on.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to rotate it. It's hard.
Yeah, no,
Fuck.
no, yep. Now go it down. Keep going down. That's not down.
Down.
There we go. I guess that, okay, yeah, like almost. You had it. No, down. No, that's too far. That's back to where you started. Keep going.
I'm trying to
Wait,
slow.
go back a bit. A little bit more. Yeah.
Okay, let's try that.
Yeah. Wow, look at that.
It's gotta be that. This isn't right. I gotta make it look more like the badger.
Allow me to remind the defense its case hinges on the witness's drawing. If Mr. Wright can match the shape of the witness drew, we cannot accept his claim.
Oh, fuck. I gotta find just the right angle. Maybe I should just rotate it vertically a bit more, or horizontally.
Come on, Mr. Wright, you can do it.
I gotta show them the correct angle to look at this from.
Can I try it?
Yes, here you go.
All right, let me see.
XDI man is taking the control. La 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 la.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it looks like that. You know?
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking, like something like that, where it's like you can see the top of it. Because she also drew the top of the badger look.
Okay.
Fuck.
Alright, hold on.
Hold on, everybody. We're looking up how which direction it's supposed to go. We're looking. Wow, 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 wow. Do.
Huh.
Oh?
Alright. This is like joining up the dots and whatever. It's gonna be hard. Maybe I have to do it like this. That's not right. It has to be like pointing down.
Maybe it's just that.
Maybe.
Maybe it's upside down. Maybe it's just that.
Try it.
I mean, it doesn't hurt her thing. Nope. Fuck.
What
Bruh.
the fuck?
Bruh. How exact does this need to be?
Seriously.
take a crack at it. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, see like exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Take that! Objection!
Hold on. Let me just double check if that's the shape. Yes, okay. So,
Alright, sure.
okay, hold on. I get at the exact point where it stops. Stop. Okay. You practically had it. It's like,
What we had it. Had to. I guess I have to get like exact.
it's gotta be more in that angle. So it's like the two handles. Oh, here you go. Sorry. Two handles in the top, the skinnier part goes up a bit more.
Yeah, it's like.
More like that.
Take that!
There we go. Okay. Sweet.
Alright, here you go.
Well, is this a miracle or what? No one can possibly deny this jar's resemblance to the blue badger.
No, it can't be. Order, order! The defense has proven its claim. The mysterious blue badger witnessed on the day of the crime was actually this.
Objection!
Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance, one question remains. What's your point?
What do you mean?
So that badger thing was actually just a jar. Doesn't change anything.
Actually, it does, motherfucker. I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. You see, this changed everything.
Indeed. Very well then. Please tell us. What's different now that we know the witnesses saw the jar?
A murder weapon. That's what I think, because there's blood on it.
Yeah.
Gotta be. Allow me to take these in turn. At the moment of the murder, the witness saw this jar.
At a very specific angle, I might add, Mr. Wright.
Yes, well, knowing this, where could she have seen this jar?
Where?
The location of the jar is shown in the picture taken on the day of the crime. It's on the shelf in the office of Damon Gant.
But the body was found lying near Lana Sky's desk. The witness testified so herself.
She's fucking lying, bitch. Yes, and it's these two facts that reveal what actually transpired. You see, the struggle between Dark and Marshall did not take place in Lana Sky's office. It happened on the other side of the room in Chief Gant's office.
Are you implying the murderer moved the victim's body? From Damon Gant's office to Lana Sky's office?
Yes.
Why would he do that? There's no reason.
Yeah, exactly. If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through this trouble. The only logical conclusion is that there was a reason.
Do you know what reason was? That reason was, Mr. Wright?
Back to the Black Void I go. I finally figured it out. So this is why Lana tried to stop the trial. It's too late to quit now, though. Please recall the witness's testimony. She said she knocked away the man who was holding up the knife. And the next instant, the jar was hit and flew through the air. Now tell me, what could have sent the jar flying?
Well, that would have to be the impact the man made when he was knocked into the wall.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention to the picture once more. If the man was knocked in the direction of the shelf the jar was sitting on, what would he have hit?
Ah! The suit of armor, holding a very sharp and dangerous looking sword. I knew it. I pointed that out.
Yes.
I pointed it out.
Oh my god. You are a detective.
Hell yeah.
Yes. And since the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would have had to have been Neil Marshall, wielding the King of Prosecutors trophy.
Oh, so that's what Lana was trying to do. So Emma actually killed Marshall.
Oh.
by accident by pushing them,
Oh man.
I think.
Oof.
No, Mr. Wright, you can't be thinking.
Yes. There's another possibility of what actually transpired in that room.
Another possibility.
Of course, the perpetrator would have no idea, but nevertheless, I don't know if I can go through with this.
Mr. Wright, what's the matter? Events took place as the defense theorizes, and the outcome is obvious. In that moment, assume the man Emma Sky knocked away was actually Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Yeah,
Oof.
man.
Damn, so many white fates.
You mean Mr. Marshall died because of me? No! Oh, damn.
Oh, man.
Thud. Oh, she fainted, I think.
Oh.
I never imagined her testimony would lead to this. So it was the witness who took the victim's life, and then proved so with her own testimony. This is unprecedented.
Oh, excuse me. Objection! What are you saying? I'm sorry, Miss Sky, but given the circumstances... Joe Dark murdered Prosecutor Marshall. How can you think it was Emma? How dare you try to pin that crime on her?
Imagine that coming from you. If you recall... Oh, excuse me, I burped.
Dying.
It was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. The reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out what Emma did, wasn't it?
I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe your insane allegations, I'm afraid you're going to have proof. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil Marshall? Evidence? I'm willing to bet you don't.
Yes. It certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence. If you don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on testimony. No, we do have evidence, actually. We have that leather thing with her handprints on it.
Yes. I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead. We certainly can't get dead people to testify. That's not possible. But this all has been a wild goose chase from the beginning.
Touché, Miss Sky. Of course, that only leaves us with one possibility.
You mean there's still another possibility?
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? I mean the possibility that the victim has left us a message. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life.
I'm sure he was alive for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
And then he died.
in one manner or another.
That's impossible.
Well, Mr. Wright, this is the only possibility left to you.
Oh, fuck.
A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist? I think it would be on the jar.
Yeah.
'Cause there's like blood on it.
I gotta think back to the court record. The real murderer's name that victim may have left behind. Is there any evidence? This message from the deceased is already in our possession. Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to prove my sister's a murderer?
Don't be mistaken, Miss Sky. Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There is only one thing we seek. The truth. No matter how painful it may be. Now then, Mr. Wright, please show us the piece of evidence that conveys a message from the deceased. Yeah, it would be the jar.
Oh, shit.
What are you doing?
Ah!
Right.
Hold
Now
on.
then, this is the message
Let
from
me
the
try
jar.
to... Oops, I misclicked.
Oh my gosh.
Ah!
Goober.
I misclicked. Let's try that again. Okay, there we go. There we go. This is the message left by the deceased.
This is that blue badger from before, right?
Oh, is he going to just speak the killer's name?
If that thing could, I'm sure it would.
I mean, he does have that kind of face.
Feels like everyone's forgotten this is just a jar. A message was left here on the surface of the jar.
What do you mean?
If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on this jar.
Oh, we can use the blood thing to see where the blood was.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like someone wiped the blood away.
Yes, but notice. For some reason, the blood on some of the fragments was not wiped away.
Yes, there's a line here, drawn in blood. So what you're saying is these dots were once lines.
Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used a few precious moments left to him to leave behind a message.
One that someone apparently wiped away. The blood must have seeped into the jar where the lines changed directions.
Precisely so. All we need to do is connect these points, and the victim's message will become apparent. No.
Mr. Wright, what kind of message did the victim leave for us?
Your Honor, I believe these bloodstains will reveal us the answer. I gotta connect these dots to make letters. There's only one thing the victim would have written given the circumstances. His murderer's name.
Oh, damn.
I was gonna say it's like... E...
Oh, we're actually writing it.
E...
Yeah, I'll connect that just to make sure.
Oh no, I can't connect.
Maybe we can't. E...
N...
I think that would be the other way around.
Oop.
Press undo.
Oh fuck. Where is it? R.
It's B.
Oh, thank you. B. Oh, you're so right, yeah.
It's not Enna. You goober.
Anna! Oh no, not Anna. The only Anna I know is Anna Alawi from Nijisaji Ian. There you go.
Damn.
Okay. Take this. It's a defense attorney's duty to prove their client's innocence. That's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this.
Damn.
Emma.
So this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind. Of all people, she may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life...
Was Emma Sky.
Damn.
Ugh.
Bro. No.
She's a goober.
Yeah.
Goober like her, don't go to jail.
Yeah.
See where they can't say I didn't warn you.
Chief Gant.
Do you understand the implications of what you've done?
What? What are you talking about?
2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convinced because of his final murder. Convicted. I believe you were the prosecutor in the case, were you not?
Ack.
Ah, yes, Ack. Yes, worthy.
Aka like a boom boom. Aka like a boom boom. Aka like a.
Wow. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction.
Oh
my god, he's spitting bars. Edward on the mic, go kakakakapo, kakakakapo.
Boom, aka like a boom, boom, aka like a.
But Joe Dark really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable. I'm afraid that's not important. And you know, we aren't defenders of justice. What? We're merely keepers of the law. Sentencing a man to death is no light matter. Even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery, ultimately the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied.
Damn, so it's roaring.
What's going on at the prosecutor's office? They might have sent an innocent man to his death. Oh, that's other people.
Yeah, how do you stand there like it wasn't his fault? Order, 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 order! One McDouble, please.
And some large fries. The gavel's pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows.
Damn.
We're still continuing.
Okay.
We're gonna keep going. Today's goal is to finish this trial. Yes. We're going back in, boys. Oh, I already wrote it. 1206. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble.
Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
Oh my god, it's Best Boy.
Hell yeah.
And they're like, no, we're...
Like, yes, you kind of were. Oh, guess I am. But I'll come back later. Oh,
Aw.
look at him go.
Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it?
Well, you see. You got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around while on duty. And on top of you calling me here, I've seen happier people at funerals.
I take it Lana's having you run errands again?
Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Here, she asked me to give this to you if there is a break in today's trial.
Evidence law? Edgeworth was talking about this just the other day.
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, the evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so.
You can at least study some evidence law, really. The chief prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message.
A message?
She said, if you're planning to take him on, you're going to need this book.
Him.
I guess Gant?
Yeah, it's gotta be. Guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read.
Doesn't look like that book will do you any good now, though. All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence.
That's where you're wrong, Detective.
Huh? Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in that prosecutor's seat? Despite all these allegations being thrown at me? Mr. Edgeworth, the real trial today hasn't begun yet. What? What else is there left to do? Your credibility's been all but ruined with this forged evidence that you were unaware of. I'm a sky if I know she unwittingly caused a man's death. And now, tell me you want to do more? You gotta be kidding me, pal.
You're missing the point, Detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body.
Merely?
That means the real killer is still out there.
What?
And we're... what?
What?
And we're going to expose him. No matter what it takes. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end.
You know, I forgot all about the fact that we still don't know who killed Goodman.
Yeah. I know, I kind of forgot about that too, and I was like, wait, there's still more. 1252, District Court, number 9.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. The Inquiry Committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions. Thank you for the news, Your Honor. Yes, well, ahem. Normally this is where the prosecution calls forth a witness. But, ahem, cough, cough. This isn't easy to say. You see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have, struck a bargain. You think I may have manipulated the witnesses? I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone has been talking and... Very well, Your Honor. I have the solution. A solution? That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses. What? But there's no precedent for what you're proposing. Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It will prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
Unbelievably, Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well. The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal.
Then it's settled. The, defense may now call forth the next witness. Mr. Wright. Do you realize this is your last chance? If you call the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over.
The defense calls. Time's finally come to bring out the real murderer. Says motherfucker. Take that! Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand.
Damon Gant? What's that? What does he have to do with anything?
As a defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it.
As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor? Yeah, huh? True. All right, bailiff, whack his pee-pee, and then please escort Mr. Grant to the stand. Witness, please state your name and occupation.
What is this? Some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch.
Your name and occupation, sir.
Worthy, are you sure you want to do this?
Your name and occupation.
So, you want to play hardball, eh?
But please, Mr. Gant.
Fine. My name is Damon Gant. I'm the acting chief of police.
Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests to hear your testimony.
Oh, righto. What's with the grim face?
First, let's clear up this SL9 incident.
Oh, you mean the time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor? Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already.
No. There are still some things unaccounted for.
Oh, like what?
Like the role you played in all of this.
Son, either you're very brave or very foolish. You are aware of the course that a police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal?
Weapons?
Sure, take my testimony for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to.
What? Is that true?
I'm afraid so. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify. Of course, such an action carries with it certain risk.
Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you.
Very well, the witness may now begin his testimony.
SL9 incident.
Let's do it.
As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. The power outage. Sorry, that power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery.
Is that when Dark was arrested?
Him? He was lying on the floor unconscious. When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head.
I see. Everything seems pretty clear-cut.
The police chief has the right to refuse to testify, and I better hit him hard and fast.
But he still hid the evidence inside his little locker thing.
Yes.
So we have to get him on that.
As I recall, the ceremony was held at the police department that day.
Yes, that's right. I guess you could say I'm a workaholic. After winning his award, Neil was all fired up too. It's probably what spooked Dark and made him run away like that.
Was the defendant Lana Sky also present in the room?
I don't quite remember. At the very least, she wasn't there when Dark ran for it.
So the two of you ran immediately after him, right?
That's right, but Dark made it to the elevator first. So Neil and I split up. He went upstairs and I went downstairs. I guess you can say he got lucky.
What's this about a power outage?
Oh, that. The elevator stopped all of a sudden. I got the shock of my life. Well, probably not as shocked as Neil was when that knife went into his heart, though.
That's not funny.
What if... Okay, I think it wouldn't... I don't know what that would mean, but what if he went downstairs and, like, cut off the power?
Ooh, he probably could have. I don't see why he couldn't.
Maybe, I don't know.
Ooh. It's a good possibility, though. I actually do kind of agree with that
were to happen, because I don't see why he can't do it.
Yeah.
Can you tell us? Could you tell us what you saw? It was a shocking sight. Neil and that serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled together. Dark was also lying collapsed on the floor? Yes, apparently he hit his head and he was knocked out. Next to them were those two poor girls, Lana and Emma. Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Looking back at it now, she must have already known what her sister had done. How could he know that? Because of the victim's body. It had already been moved.
So that means you found the body near Lana's desk.
That's right. I think you said earlier, it was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor? Yes. Anyway. So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you had arrived at your office? That's exactly what I'm saying. I can't understand how Lana must have felt. But moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable no matter what the circumstances. Is that how that really went down?
Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. Wright. If you're going to stare at anything,
Better be me.
better off staring at the court record.
Worthy. Always a smooth talker. But which piece of evidence ties Gant to the forgery? Lana did admit to forging evidence, but that can't be the whole truth. Somehow I gotta link Gant to the incident.
Yeah, see what we got.
Alright, so we do got the picture.
So
He
we had
also he had the other half of the list.
you did have the other, yeah, it was found in Gant's desk.
Right.
So maybe you go to a point where
The forgery, you think? Like the very end?
yeah, maybe.
Like, wait, hold on. Let's get to it. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Objection!
Yeah.
You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. No. But I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself? Several pieces of evidence was found in your office. Take this list for example.
That's the list Emma Sky drew her picture on.
This was discovered in your desk. Not only that, but a piece of this jar that was sitting in your office was found inside your safe.
It was found where?
You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation.
Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this?
Oh, here's a defense attorney who may have rival worthy. So you admit it. So you admitted to it then? Then you were involved in the forgery? Who, me? Or do you mean you? Me? Why would I have anything to do with that? Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Prosecutors aren't the only ones who are capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Righto?
However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. Worthy, it's you.
Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. What?
My dick?
If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work.
Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office, and their relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene.
My. Kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together. Evidence and forgery. Let's see. What was it now? A jar fragment in a list? Well, for all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
When investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol.
You do understand that I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Ah. Indeed, I believe I will press charges so you won't make the same mistake again.
My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know. Alright, Udgy. In return, though. I know. That place, right? I think that was supposed to be for him. I think it was like a typo.
Yeah.
Because it said judge was saying that.
Yeah, usually he says Udgy. Yeah. Huh? What are these guys telepathic?
I guess it was supposed to be something.
Oh, okay. Strange.
Yeah.
I appreciate it if you stop making these ridiculous allegations. Yes, you do have a point. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that. What? I'll have you know, back in the day, I once broke into a cattle ranch and tipped.
But Mr. Wright, what are you saying?
Anyway, you can't prove you didn't carry in the evidence, can you? If you have proof to the contrary, you're going to need it later.
Later? What are you talking about?
What else? I'm talking about when Rido's prints are found. Yes, if they're found inside my safe, they would prove his investigation was illegal. Ugh, I'll never face anyone as slimy as this guy. What do you mean by that? This is all purely hypothetical, of course.
Hypothetical.
Hypothetical. But I suppose...
Hypothetical?
I don't know.
You goober.
Yeah. but I suppose I did place those items in my safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery. If concealing evidence found at a crime scene isn't forgery, I'm not through speaking yet, Righto. It all depends on when the evidence was discovered. Are you sure? Are you saying that this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation? It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all we know, it could have been suddenly materialized the day after Dark was sentenced. Oh, wouldn't that be convenient?
Right. The chief is talking about a possibility, so as long as you can't rule that out. Your remarks, however clever they may be, won't succeed in wasting time.
Tell me something I don't know. Come on, come now, Rido. Think about it. How can you look at me in the eye and say that? Because I'm innocent. Remember? Who was it that murdered Neil?
I'm not sure I care for the word murder here. But in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Skye.
Well, now do you see? Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you reap from all of this. Oh, I wasn't aware. Was this benefit? That would be, of course, to be the position you have, chief of police.
Oh?
Oh my God.
Resolution.
Yeah, okay, it was a resolution. I'm like, ugh, I feel like every time I look at that, I want to say it differently. The resolution of SL9 incident secured your promotion of to chief. That in itself is a sufficient motive. Oh, that's a good one. Huh? Do you really think I'm that incompetent? What do you mean? If without the case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little bit. Is that true, Edgeworth?
Yes. He was going to be made chief anyway.
Ah! Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being that one being pointed at.
So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else.
Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. There. It's out in the open now. Haji, would you mind if I change my testimony a little?
By all means, please do.
Wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me. Nothing in it for you? Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl. Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you better think again.
You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone.
Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised.
She shouldn't be lax enough on yourself, though.
Ha ha ho! Oh, that's a good one, Worthy.
Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone out?
I guess point out accomplice.
True, you might not help out anyone for their sake, but if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone.
Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand.
That's not what I mean.
Very well, then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gant might have helped forge evidence? I mean, I guess it would be the sister,
Yeah, Lana.
Yelana.
That's what I'm thinking, because, like, who else would it fucking be?
Exactly. Chief Prosecutor Yelana Sky, the defendant?
I believe it's quite obvious in the light of the circumstances. Emma Sky fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana? And as for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-promote. Self-profit. Self-promote. That's it, baby.
Self-promote? You mean profit? What do you mean?
Damn it, Judge.
After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Sky was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant.
But how would he profit from all this? He would be able to use the chief prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations. Do you mean to tell me that despite the chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets? No. Oh, wait. I'm a dumbass. You mean puppet as in someone forced to do his bidding?
Yes! Judge, smell the coffee. Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Sky in forging evidence. Your motive to appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her.
Righto, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something.
What?
Do you have any proof of this? That I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing?
Lana, she's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she testified against Gant.
Afraid without any proof that this is all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture. Unless that is also what happened in the incident. Well, this incident? Or which one would that be? Of course, we're talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her.
Worthy, you better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt.
Just what do you mean?
What he means, Your Honor, is that the Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement.
What? Order! I said order! Mr. Wright, you can't be serious.
Huh?
This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement agency. To accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder. That's impossible.
Your Honor, I was merely reiterating.
Oh, wait, that's how I pronounce that. I forget how to pronounce
That's about right, reiterating.
I feel like I said it weird. what Mr. Edgeworth said in easier to understand language.
It's too late, Mr. Wright. There's no turning back for us now.
It looks like he's the one who decided to go through with this.
Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? That the chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder.
Good question.
Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant's just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell.
I see. Alright then. Let's see what Mr. Wright's got, and it better be good.
Alright, before we do, let me just do this.
Nice.
Yes.
Show us his evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. I have no idea.
Can I look at this? Oh, I don't want to look at the pictures. Detective Goodman. I'm trying to think. My chest wound was caused by blah, blah, blah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
I know.
What is it?
Wait, remember how the safe,
Yeah.
the safe number was like all 7 7s? It was
Is
ID
it,
card.
Is it just the ID card stuff?
It's the ID card list.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Because Gant went in there first.
That's right. Okay. I was gonna be like, huh? Yes. Okay. Good. Kind of forgot about it, to be honest.
Me too. Oh man. This is the ID card list.
Yes, the one that shows who's entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list that we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 77777. Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my ID card number. It's your number.
What? How do you know that?
The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. A 7-digit code.
7 digits? You don't mean.
I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 7777. Same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime.
Oh damn, look at him. Order, order! What do you have to say?
Nothing. The defense search of my office was in violation of the regulations.
And I would demand Mr. Wright to be punished to the maximum extent of the law. But right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card.
Chief Gant, so you admit it. You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime.
What about it? I'm the chief of police, whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom. What's the difference? I can go anywhere I want.
Tell me, when you entered the room, were you alone?
I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he? Of course
Ooh.
not. Why wouldn't he be? I hadn't seen him in days. You hadn't seen him in days, Chief Gant? I'm afraid you just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean? Trial's purpose is to determine Lana Sky's guilt.
No, it isn't, Your Honor. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting?
In that case, Mr. Wright, we wouldn't have to ask you for evidence. Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime. Gotta be Chief Gant on the day of the crime.
Can I look at this again?
Yeah, that's not anything.
Yeah, never mind. Wait, can we look at the fucking... Let's look at this again. Oh no, he's like
Yeah,
way
no.
after. No, okay, that doesn't help.
It's gotta be before that.
Look at that.
Maybe. Keep on going to the left. No. Maybe records of in the prosecutor's office.
I was gonna say also maybe just like SL 9s and stuff, but I'm like, no. I feel like we're past that. So it doesn't make any sense. That's Marshall's handprints. Or maybe the evidence locker stuff?
Maybe. Didn't he? Wouldn't maybe the note that he lost?
Note? Is it? Hold on. This one?
Maybe.
Is it that
I
one?
don't know. Maybe present the report.
This?
No, the report that Goodman wrote.
Or give it up. Okay, hold on.
It's to the right.
Yeah, it's
But yeah,
this one?
can only be submitted by the chief of police.
Oh, there we go. Okay. David Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime.
Or to be more accurate, Jacob Marshall stole it.
So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had, that's a lot of H's, to give that report to Chief of Police. Yet you are in possession of the report, which means you can't be sure if he filed it. He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day.
He needed to?
Yes, to transfer the evidence out.
Oh.
Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied, I know the
I
word.
just imagine like you being an actual lawyer in this courtroom, like, and
I would just be stuttering the whole time. That'd be so bad.
You'd be like guilty.
Oh, that'd be so bad. Oh, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him. Yeah. That's what I would say too if that was a lawyer in court. I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah. Darn huckin' tootin'.
Yeehaw, motherfucker. There's no other way the murderer and detective of Goodman could have entered the room. I totally forgot about the report, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
About the item report. Hold on. Let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the chief of police, murdered poor Goodman. Yeah. Exactly.
But wait, the chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card.
Yes. Now that you mentioned it, I believe I might have done something of the sort.
Sorry, but that's not possible. According to the record, your card was used only once. Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on his body.
No!
Oh, damn.
My god, he electrified himself. What the fuck?
Chief Gant, you didn't.
The murderer was most likely a spur of the moment. Spur of the moment. Wow, we're clearly spur
What
of
are
the
you
moment.
doing?
I can't read. Clearly spur of the moment crime. That crime under the next to that word didn't make any sense there. For no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. Man, I'm really proving your point. I would be the terrible ace attorney. I'd be a terrible attorney if I was truly a lawyer. Oh god. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course.
You're forgetting, Mr. Wright. The victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there?
I was in the police department the entire day, you know.
And everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony.
Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal.
Oh, so you think I just order an officer to do it? Hey, you, take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. And all this time, I thought it was a useless clue just taking up space.
Also, geez, anime transformations is lonely.
Yes. Oh God, that was. He just like.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Super sane.
I was like, no.
No.
How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence.
Let me just do this again.
Nice.
To move the victim's body, Chief can't use this. Die.
Duh.
Die.
Duh.
Ugh.
Gotta be something older.
Gloves? But no.
I mean, well, he must have like used. Oh wait, no, it's his car. It's Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Oh.
I don't know what we picked though.
We picked this maybe? Cause like, he was
no.
there.
That's just the thing.
I would think the gloves, but like I know they're not dirty though. There's only one glove out of the two. I don't know.
What does the screwdriver say?
Past case of Edwards brought back to his office by Kent's request.
Maybe it's that thing.
Yeah?
Maybe.
That doesn't make any sense to me though. I mean, I guess just to put it in the car, I guess.
I guess. It says like brought back to his office by Gant's request. So like, requested to bring back the screwdriver. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
This is how he moved Detective Goodman's body.
What's that? A screwdriver? What does that have to do with this case?
Mr. Edgeworth, think back to the day of the crime. What is a screwdriver doing here?
It's here because... I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted me to keep it in here in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. After the ceremony ended that day, I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office.
But you did, because Chief Gant asked you to.
You mean I...
The body was found in the trunk of Edward's car.
Oh, we Lonely want us to do the Blue Badger for the jokes.
Oh no, I'm
Oh
so
no!
sorry.
Oh noes!
Oh, I'm so sorry. I think it obviously, that's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car.
Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car?
Yes. Unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a case closed?
Closed case.
Closed case. That was close.
YouTuber.
Fuck. There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Sky.
Damn, this case is so much more involved than I thought it was.
Me too.
Order, order, order! What's going on here?
And more detailed.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't think the screwdriver, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
'Cause
me
I just,
neither.
I forgot about it.
I just
and two,
saw it and I saw Gant's name. I was like, you know what?
That's smart, yeah. Because I don't know. I didn't think that. Because I personally thought that wouldn't matter. I thought it's like, oh, here's some evidence. Just cause. Here you go. Why?
What?
Let me not do that with my toe. Okay.
Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations?
Think back to the photograph. To this photograph Mr. took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite.
It's a photo of the body being taken from the trunk. Chief Gant, please say something.
I believe. Your time's up.
My time's up.
Sorry, Righto, but I'm having lunch with the district attorney general after this. We have to get going if we're to make it in time for the early bird special. You shut the fuck up! But the cross-examination isn't finished yet! Remember what I told you earlier? A police chief has all sorts of weapons at his disposal. Weapons? Like this right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now.
What? That is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered. So we're going to just run away after all of this?
Run away! Don't make me laugh, Worthy. I stab all Goodman. That's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now. Well, You think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, then show me your proof and get it over with.
I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Dan McGann is the current chief of police. This court would not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor?
Do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Miss Guy dispose of his body? I don't think we do.
Do I have any concrete proof?
I don't think so. I would say we have no proof yet, because I don't know.
I don't know, cause like, let me think. Let me go back in my brain for a second.
I think we just don't have the proof yet.
Huh. I guess not. It's no use showing evidence I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence.
CRG?
Also, Lonely's telling us to save.
Oh, you're so fucking right! There we go, we're good now.
Nice. In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief.
What?
Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, righto. Seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, OG, I'll leave the rest to you. Goodbye.
Oh, man. I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency.
What?
Oh. Damn. Lady Luck. Maybe we should have a word with her. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean? There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony.
A lady who knows the truth. Another witness!
In the absence of the conclusive evidence, the only other method to prove his testimony.
But Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse to testify.
There's still someone else. One more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room. Mr. Edgeworth, what is this person? Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one who's calling witnesses today. Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist? Yes, Lana.
She may not be willing to tell the truth, but we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. It's her. Get her in here.
The defendant. Miss Lana Sky?
She's been avoiding me. We need to do this.
Yep.
She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task to dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with someone's orders.
Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor. Very well. The court will now take its final recess for the day. In 50 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now in Hold on. Huh?
Hold on. Oh, there you go.
Chief Gant, I thought you were going to eat.
Listen good, Lana.
He's talking to Lana.
I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences. That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder. This isn't good. Of course, you never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. Alright then. I got a lunch to meet.
Damn.
Me too, Judge. ...
Okay, if there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess.
February 25th, 2:04 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Okay, before we continue, do you need to take a break or anything? Or
I guess I'm good.
you're okay? Okay. I want to make sure, because I know we've been going for quite a
You
while.
goober. You said we're only gonna go for an hour.
I said that for the other game. I didn't think this was going to be much longer. I didn't look
I knew it was gonna be longer.
Ah,
It's a game.
ah.
It's always longer. It's always 2 hours. What do you mean? And then it's like an hour goes by and like to be continued. You're like, let's continue.
I didn't think. I'm sorry.
You goober.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Making sure.
Looks like we managed to stay in the game.
Literally. Yeah, thanks to your help, Edgeworth.
Ah, Chief. He's something else, ain't pals?
Detective Gumshoe.
Ha ha ha. I'm not a detective anymore.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that.
Ah, don't worry. I've already decided where to work now. At your office.
My office?
Oh, it's gonna work for us?
Gumshoe. Well, at least I didn't have to wait till next week or the one after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it all here right now.
We're doing it right here, right now.
Sure. I'll take that place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with.
Could he mean mayonnaise?
I knew you were gonna say that. Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How's it he always gets the upper hand?
It's not fair it's not fair he has the right to refuse to testify.
Settle down, right? Remember what the judge said. But Chief, this is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
Risk. Oh, risk. What did he mean by that?
It's simple. The Chief refuses to testify. The opposite also holds true. He forfeits his right to say anything, too. Yeah, it's you.
Emma, are you okay?
Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. I've listened to the trial from the gallery.
So, she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before.
No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved.
Relieved?
Yeah, now I finally know what really happened. I think this is all this time. My sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man, and she did it all just to protect me. Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her. What do you mean? What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside. Forced herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do.
That must be why she became so cold.
It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall. Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal. Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery, but he can't fool my memory. I remember now, I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor.
I see.
When I better get back, it's time for the final act.
Emma, why don't you wait here?
No, I'm going with you. Want to be there. When Lana tells the truth. Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this.
Let's go. Typical motherfucker.
See, it's gonna be another hour until the next to be continued or whatever.
I know.
So did you want to end it here or do you want to keep on going?
I don't know. Because one side of me wants to just finish it. Because I want to do that. But also, I want to check on your mental state.
I'm okay. We can keep on going if you really want to.
Okay. If you do need to take a break, don't be afraid just to get up and
Okay.
like, get food or another drink.
No,
or
I'm not
bathroom.
hungry yet.
Okay, because I'm not hungry. I feel good.
Me too.
So-
See, $6. Isn't it worth it?
Okay, yes. We're talking about the Dunkin' deal, by the way,
Yeah.
Lonely, and everyone else watching.
Also, even they say don't leave us on a cliffhanger.
Alright, we're finishing it. Let's go. We're doing it. Lana, goddammit, just tell us the damn truth. We want to be done with this trial. And for everyone to hopefully be happy. But yes, no, that $6 meal was good.
Yes.
it was good, especially English muffins, because I usually am not a fan of Dunkin's croissant sandwiches. They're kind of mid, to be honest. Be worse with those than those movies where they leave it to the viewers to think of the ending. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, yeah.
Good point, good point.
Okay, here we go.
2:21 p.m. District Court number 9.
Now then, will the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, please take the stand? Miss Lana Sky, you're the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you.
But, Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all that I've done these past 2 years.
Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Sky. And remember, you are under oath we want to hear the truth.
Of course. The truth.
Lana, no matter what happens, always be your sister. Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant.
Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get to Gant.
Gant in the fabrication. I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago, all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma.
Are you sure about this testimony?
Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure.
But Lana... This is true, but that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this.
That's what I've been telling you from the beginning.
Please, Mr. Wright, you've got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me.
But what if she's telling the truth?
She's not. I know my own sister. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony.
Yeah, this is no time to start second-guessing myself.
Alright, let's do this.
Let's do it.
This may now begin its cross-examination.
Let's go. Time to press. How many years exactly?
Ever since I made senior detective. Let's see, I was 24 then, so that would be 5 years.
Detective Gant and Detective Sky were legendary partners. Personally saw them testify in numerous cases.
She must have been good, coming from the same school as Mia.
Damon Gant was a respectable detective. That's why...
But think about it, Miss Sky. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail.
You still don't get it, do you, Mr. Wright? Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip. I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. And...
Did you do so to help your sister?
Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life.
But what if she did was justifiable self-defense? She wouldn't have been charged with anything.
That's not the point. She was traumatized that day, all because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him.
Lana. So that's why you fabricated the evidence 2 years ago.
You say you did this all by yourself?
Yes.
Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene?
It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body.
What? The prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident.
It's only a situation you dreamed was possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change the statement.
You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark?
Something like that.
If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife.
Oh,
That was lying on the floor a little distance away. It was probably knocked away in the struggle. That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies.
All just to protect me. So when you found the seed like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to.
Yes.
You planted the tip of Dark's knife in the victim's wound.
Then move the body. But why? Why would you do that?
You of all people should know, Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders.
My head isn't that bad, but I have to ask for the sake of others.
I guess why did you plant the knife?
Why'd you do that?
Come on now, Mr. Wright. Even you should be able to figure it out.
Very well, let's add this to witness testimony. The reason Miss Sky fabricated the knife.
I think the tip of the weapon found buried in this body would have been proof we needed.
According to your testimony, Prosecutor Marshall's broken knife was a murder weapon, right?
Yes, and leaving it at that might point the blame away from Dark. I felt the most effective way to get him convicted. I would be having the tip of the knife found inside the victim's body.
So you buried it inside the victim's stab wound?
Yes, because I hated Dark for what he did.
So you rearranged the crime scene. Are you sure you didn't do that to keep Emma from looking like the murderer?
How many times do I have to tell you, Mr. Wright? Emma didn't do it. Period.
Are you so desperate to hide that fact? You're willing to risk the death sentence?
She's lying. She did it so I wouldn't be blamed for what happened.
In any case, as a prosecutor, what I've done is unpardonable. There's nothing I can do to make up for my actions.
Mr. Wright, my sister's lying.
Looks like she's determined to protect you to the end. She insists she fabricated evidence by herself.
There's no way she could have done it alone.
I've got to get Lana to talk more. If she's lying, she's bound to slip up and make a contradiction.
Alright, so remember where we had to pick between like the tip of the knife or moving the body?
Yes.
Let's choose move the body.
Fabricate all these. Go. Is this part, right? This one?
That was before that one.
Before?
Yeah, I think it's that one. Wait, no, wait. Yeah, maybe.
Well, we'll see. Hold on.
It's when we get to the choices.
Yeah. Okay, maybe it might be this one.
Yeah, maybe it was the one before. Yeah, that one. That one.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're like, do we remember?
I think.
It looks like it might be this one. Blah 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 blah.
Maybe it wasn't that one. Oh,
Hold on. Here we go.
I guess it is that one.
It's gotta be. Come on.
I think you were right the first time.
Okay. Blah 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 blah. Okay, this
There we go.
one.
Move the body.
When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body?
It was where you deducted it was.
Deduced.
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 It was by Chief Gant's desk.
But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there?
The reason for that is simple.
Let's have the witness explain this in more detail. Reason Miss Sky moved the body.
The pieces of the jar that shattered during that event threatened my plan.
Pieces of the jar? You mean...
Yes, that wretched jar you showed us earlier. In order to show that Dark committed the crime, I felt it would be more expended to move the body.
Expedient.
Expedient? What are these words?
So, when you first found the body, the jar was already...
Of course, it had been shattered to pieces. If you look at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened. Neil Marshall was dead, and Dark was lying unconscious. In other words, the jar must have been broken during the struggle.
I see.
What's the matter, Emma?
Apparently the jar shattered at the time the crime was committed. But I have a feeling there's more to it than that.
There must be a contradiction there somewhere. Anyway, I committed this application completely alone.
I think that, cause like, how could he have written on the jar if it was already shattered?
Right.
So I have to like press and then press on the jar, I guess.
This guy, understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister.
You mean the forgery at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered?
If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I am compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony. A contradiction in my testimony? You testified, and I quote, The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan. That's right.
Do you have a problem with that?
It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood. Yes, the prosecutor must have written it in his final moments. Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not yet have been broken before he died. Ah. He couldn't have written Emma's name on shattered jar.
Order, order!
Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. We may be missing something critical here.
Something critical?
Chief Prosecutor, seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we're headed.
What?
Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth.
Very well, the witness may now continue her testimony.
Jar and message in blood. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar, but it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all.
But you didn't get them all.
Yeah. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered.
You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in blood?
I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time.
She didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence.
Very well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination.
So the jar was already broken. It's a miracle that thing hadn't broken earlier.
Certainly looks as feeble as the defense's case.
But not as feeble as the judge's judgment.
You were an ace detective who really never missed a detail. Do you really expect us to believe you didn't investigate what was written on the jar pieces?
Normally I would have. So you didn't know your sister's name was written on the jar? No. If I had known, I would have gathered all the pieces and ground them to dust. Well, that helps my case.
Lana, you do that for me?
It seems you two might make up yet. Anyway, I just barely had enough time to move the body as it was.
So when it happened upon the scene, you lose your chance to erase the evidence. Must have been in a hurry.
I was. I knew I had to destroy the evidence before anyone came.
This is rather shocking.
I'm afraid this action of yours reveals what really happened.
What do you mean?
If you really thought Dark killed Prosecutor Marshall, you wouldn't have wiped away the blood. What else could I have done in this situation?
Lana,
I only had a few moments. There wasn't enough time for me to do anything else but gather up the pieces. But how could you see with the power out? Should have been pitch black in the office. If The detective is always prepared, Mr. Wright. Even now, I always carry a pocket light and a camera with me.
Even I carry a bottle of virgin luminol wherever I go.
I never miss anything. I got every last piece.
So you were illegally rearranged the crime scene.
Yes, I don't have any excuse for my actions.
I'm so sorry, Lana. I didn't know. Treated you so badly all this time.
It's not too late.
There's still plenty of time to make up.
After we've gotten to the bottom of this incident.
A flashlight is normal, but some blood trickling, tracking stuff is not even comparable to me. True.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was so weird. It's like, hey, yeah, I got some luminol.
You know, that's cool, right? Everyone's like, what?
That's some normal kid stuff to have around.
As a 16-year-old? Yeah, that's fine.
No doubt this day will leave a permanent stain on the history of the prosecutor's office. More contradictions have surfaced in her testimony.
Your sister's really putting up a fight. She must really care about you. Still, she's not doing this the right way. I think I finally figured out the contradictions in her testimony. There's one final possibility that might turn everything around.
Yeah, it's definitely the whole
shattered.
Yeah.
Shattered pieces up, blah 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 blah. It's dark in our room. Keep me safe, blah blah blah. Fragments were large.
There's that one.
It's this one.
Gotta present that jar. Present that jar.
Look at this jar! Emma, Lana. Miss Sky, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of.
What?
You were like, let's do it together. What? We found the we found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe.
In the chief's safe? But how?
I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about the final piece. There was still blood on it.
But the witness just testified that she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off them.
Judge, you ain't paying attention, dude. Yes, which leaves us with only one explanation. On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you.
But couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece?
No. I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective.
That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. They were in my mouth all along. Ha! Can you believe that? Objection! Shut up. Have you forgotten, Your Honor? When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken. Oh, that! There's no way a name could have been written on a shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness. Hoping on implying this person was Chief Gant at the time he was looking for Dark downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first, why would he break the jar?
The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide the fact for 2 years? Well, Your Honor, can you answer me? Can you answer us that?
No. No. Wait. Hold up. I'm not the one on trial here. Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar and purposely hid one of the broken pieces. Question. What is this action called?
Fabrication of evidence.
But why would Chief Gant do that? In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear? What happened afterwards? Discovering the scene, Nana Sky believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma, and therein lies the reason. The reason why Miss Sky became the Chief's puppet. Ooh, damn, she like back her thumb.
No, I did it on my own.
Please, sis, stop trying to protect the Chief. I can't watch you suffer anymore for my sake.
No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients.
Foul lies. Imagine that, coming from my own client.
Guess you do seem like the type who likes to twist the truth. Damn.
Bruh? Wait a minute. Back in the black void. What if I get some Chipotle right now, after this class trial, we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap?
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
Lana, maybe right after all.
What do you mean, right? So do you tell foul lies then, Mr. Wright?
No. Miss Sky, please testify once more. But if evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie.
But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall.
Miss Sky, if you will.
I can't.
There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will, if you tell the truth.
Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw.
Alright, the witness may testify once more for the final time.
Alright.
Actual crime scene. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on a suit of armor's sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it all really was a fabrication, Emma might be innocent.
Innocent.
Innocent. I can't talk.
Not incident. Emma might be incident.
I can't talk.
Unbelievable. The body was impaled on the armor's sword?
I need to drink more coffee to help my reading.
You were the only one who saw that. If you had proof. If only you had proof.
Actually, I do have proof. I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning.
What? To me?
It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed.
Oh, was it hidden inside the book?
I don't remember receiving a picture like that.
Must be hidden inside the book.
It's gotta be.
Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright, she really does have faith in you. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please present this picture.
I don't remember receiving any pictures from Lana.
Lana said she gave it to you this morning, right?
I seem to remember getting something from her then.
Let's check the evidence again.
Oh my god.
Must be a
Phoenix.
picture in there somewhere.
Phoenix, you're stupid. It's this.
Oh, look how cute.
Just turn it around.
Picture. Pio.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. Oh man. Such a great ass photo. Hey, there's a picture here.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Oh my. This is the actual crime scene.
No other detective saw the crime scene like this. Because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I have rearranged everything.
Yes, Mr. Wright. That piece cut from his vest. Could that be?
The cloth was found inside Chief Gant's safe. What's this?
Oh. It's a handprint, isn't it? Oh, that's from when he pushed her. Or she pushed him.
Yeah.
That cloth had fingerprints on it. So whatever fingerprints those are must be the real murderer.
Oh, that makes more sense now. What? But those fingerprints, they're yours, Emma.
Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright? Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination. As long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flesh out the real murderer. Very well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Alright,
Let's do this.
let's go. What the fuck? No! What
Oh
are
my
you
God.
doing here? Come now, Audrey. This is the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen.
Chief Gant.
What? Now you want to make me out as the bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense.
I'm afraid it's too late. Oh, I'm afraid it's too late for that.
Drink water or your coffee.
It's okay.
What?
You already declined to testify. That means you've forfeited your right to make statements of any sort.
This must be that risk we were talking about earlier.
Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your own neck.
Gah!
Oh,
Gah!
damn.
So what? So you think I'm worried? Sorry to disappoint you. But I don't need to make any statements.
What do you mean?
The evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence.
Yes, that's true. Wait, you mean you still have some conclusive evidence?
Oh my god. No, I don't. But someone does.
Someone?
So, what's your excuse? Righto?
I know about the evidence that we have, the handprint.
Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death. Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt.
Is this true, Mr. Wright? Oh, damn.
Back in the void. If I show that piece of evidence now, Emma's sure to be made out as a murderer.
Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence, present it now, and if you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries.
What do I do now? I better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make this wrong decision. Should I present that piece of evidence? The one that shows who really killed Prosecutor Marshall.
I mean, I guess we have to.
Can I save? Okay.
Nice.
In case. In case. Alright, let's try it. If not, we can go back. Yes, Your Honor. I do have further evidence.
Alright, the time's finally come to show it to him. Those fingers have got to be the chief's. Now, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall.
Go ahead.
It's a piece of leather cloth.
Yes, it most likely was cut from the victim's vest near his chest.
What's this? There's a big handprint on it.
Surely it must have been left on the cloth by whoever shoved the victim into the sword.
What? Whose fingerprints are on this?
Oops, sorry.
That's alright.
I'm sure Ryder has checked, haven't you?
Well, whose are they? Oh man.
They're Miss Skies. Miss Emma Skies.
What? They're mine? Sorry, I really did do it.
See, I told you it was conclusive. But this was found in your safe. That means it's possible you forged it. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember any cloth in my safe. Do you really expect me to believe that? But
Damn. Give it up, Mr. Wright. It's over. You shouldn't have presented that. By presenting the evidence, you tied Emma Sky to Neil Marshall's death.
no.
It appears we have our killer.
No.
Something's gotta happen.
No.
Something's gotta happen.
Everything hinged on that point. In the end, Lana alone was found guilty on all accounts.
Oh.
Oh.
I guess we should go back now.
Well, good thing I saved it right there.
Yep.
Continue.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes, reload. No.
Okay. Okay, that was a mistake.
Oop. Your Honor, I don't have any evidence. I can't present anything at this point. What? You lie.
Chief Gant.
You opened my safe. I know you took what was inside.
Oh, now he admits that was inside the safe.
The conclusive evidence. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mr. Wright, why don't you show them? We found it together.
Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it.
What are you talking about, Chief Gant?
Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area?
Looks like part of it's been cut out for some reason. You mean you had this in your safe? What? That means you, the chief of police, have been concealing evidence. This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of police department. Of the police department.
Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, Righto. Well, I can't just let you pin me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened.
What? You mean you admit to it?
I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. And then it occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana.
So you really were manipulating her.
I knew Lana. If I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, that when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid.
So you assisted Miss Sky.
I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room.
I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted.
When I tampered with the crime scene, I had two pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you.
2 pieces of evidence? You mean those items in your safe?
But why?
For insurance, of course.
Insurance?
I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed.
You mean you were calculating this far ahead while forging the evidence?
What do you take me for? A fool? I didn't make a police chief by dumb luck. See this jar fragment? I hit the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood of all the pieces.
If you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say that you didn't fabricate the message on this jar too?
Ho ho ho. Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept one more item for insurance.
You mean that piece of cloth?
Come on, Righto, cough it up already. I know you have it.
I mean, could have just put the handprint, put that piece of cloth underneath her hand when she was unconscious.
Yeah, and just pressed it. And
Yeah.
it did something, yeah.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright?
So you admit to it then, Chief Gant, that you were hiding the cloth that you caught off the victim's vest in your safe.
Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that, being chief and all. But it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence you could present.
Foolish move, Righto. You should have shown it then before it was too late.
It's been a long battle. But the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine.
I'm gonna say it.
Save.
I'm a save. I'm afraid to do it again if we fuck up. Oh man. Cause my dumbass would just show it.
I would say show it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now.
Alright then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall.
Let me verify this one more time. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest.
Oh, yes. At last you finally brought it out into the open.
There's a handprint on this piece of cloth. Your Honor, the prosecution requested that be immediately sent to the lab for analysis. This handprint on the leather. Must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clearly. You mean? Cannot have been forged. Must be authentic, conclusive evidence.
Ho ho ho! You're as slow on the uptake as ever, Worthy.
What?
Think about it. Ryder had all this time to present this evidence. Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be?
You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that? And Mr. Wright, do you really know? Whoever the fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer. Whose fingerprints are they?
Very well. I'll tell you. Should be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted. The person to whom these fingerprints belong to is...
Yep, Emma.
Emma.
Emma? Emma Sky? What? They're mine?
I'm sorry, Emma.
But why? Why didn't you tell me?
Ha 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 ha! You're really something, Righto. You know this girl did it all along, and you still try to pin the murder on me.
So it's true. Tragic, but true. This girl really did show Prosecutor Marshall to his death.
Hold it! How could you? You monster!
Miss Sky,
You knew whose fingerprints those were all along, yet you acted like she really didn't.
Miss Sky, it's not over yet.
What?
I said this trial isn't over yet. Ah, but I'm afraid it is over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career too. You purposely concealed this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Aren't you going to tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor little girl into a murderer? Before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to clear up. Oh? What's that? Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall?
what?
Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you ask?
It was Emma Sky, wasn't it?
No. I'm afraid that's not possible. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction. What? A contradiction? What is this fool blabbling about? I'm talking about a contradiction.
Whoa.
One that proves.
I'm here today and ain't talking about one little contradiction here.
I'm talking Western now, me. Who the real killer is.
But Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth, what could it possibly contradict?
Chief Gant, you tyrannical reign ends here. Behold, the piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth.
I guess it would be the photo?
Photo? Gotta be.
Yeah.
And what exactly is this supposed to be? This is the picture Miss Sky took. Take a good look at it.
It's supposed to be blood on it, I think.
Yeah. See where the piece of his...
Or maybe it doesn't match or something.
Oh. See where the piece of his vest was cut out?
Yes, the shirt is showing underneath. It's hard to make out with all the blood on his vest, though. Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural. His lungs no doubt were punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth.
Oh, but that piece of cloth. Wait, there's no blood on it.
Gah! Since Emma Sky's fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at that time. No, this is nonsense. Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside.
He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out.
If so, then tell me, who could have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Lana Sky? Picked up the unconscious prosecutor and impaled him on the armor's sword.
Then to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. A jar that they broke on purpose to leave behind a clue. Lana believed her sister did it.
Remember what you admitted only moments ago? That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of victim's vest. Ironic, isn't it? Through the very act of creating insurance, you proved that you were the actual murderer. No!
Damn.
It's finally all over. God damn.
Objection.
Who the fuck?
Molly's like sweating now.
Well, that was close, Ryder. You almost had me. Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. I refute your allegations.
What do you mean you refute these allegations?
You see, that piece of cloth is illegal evidence. You're still fighting. Go down already.
Damn. Order, order, what nonsense is this?
Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. Remember, Raji? Earlier, old Rido here concealed that piece of cloth. So then, what's your excuse, Rido? You do have some conclusive evidence, don't you? Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time.
Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence.
At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be illegal evidence.
But that's not fair.
Oh. Did you actually think you could be best me in court? It looks like the last laugh's on you, son.
I'm afraid Mr. Gant's claim is legally correct. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? True. Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal. Well, Mr. Wright?
Man, I'm really going back in the void again. It seems, at last, the time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived.
Mr. Wright, do you admit to it? You purposely and illegally concealed this piece of cloth? I have to say you didn't.
Nah, just don't say it.
Yeah, you can't say you yeah.
I admit, I refused to present it at one point.
Wait, no. Wait.
I said don't say that you...
Okay.
You know what? I think that's
Oh, okay.
I pressed that I don't.
Aha! So the evidence is illegal.
Alright.
No, it wasn't, Mr. Gant. Huh? It's not that I didn't present evidence then. It's that I couldn't.
What do you mean you couldn't?
There are certain procedures involved when presenting evidence. No, Aji, don't listen to his lies. He's nothing but a coward. You can't really believe.
There's only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not? Very well, let us settle this once and for all. Earlier you refused to present evidence. If you can prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, then do so now. I guess, just present the book. Yeah, the book.
This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law. What's this? I've done my homework too, Chief. Indeed, Emma's Sky's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more. What? You see, it's written right here in this book. The second rule of evidence law.
Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
I found this piece of evidence myself, inside your safe. It goes without saying, I did not approve from the police department.
Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
And here is the crux of the matter. You see, at the time it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and SL9 incident. What? What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Just take one look at this picture and... Sorry, but you can recall when was that picture presented?
That was shown only a few moments ago.
No.
He's right. Beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless.
The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Gant.
You yourself confessed to a certain truth.
Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest? Oh, yes. No!
It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Yes, You, the chief of police, personally approve this cloth.
The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before the prosecutor marshal in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer, and there's only one person who could that be. Damon Gantz! The killer was you! No.
Oh my god. He's going insane.
Oh my god.
He's going.
Oh
He's hee-haw and ho-hawing.
my god, who thumped. I knew I should have gotten rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum! For 2 years, he's been snooping around the department, trying to get something on me. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me.
Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty.
He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Star, then convinced Bruce Goodman. Detective Goodman? Yeah, that's right.
If the evidence is transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, you got to help me.
Goodman turned him down, as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit.
He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence.
Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. Then all of a sudden, he decided to speak out.
My name is Edwin. I made the mimic.
What are you talking about, Goodman? Would you like to voice him?
Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can't transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered.
He opened his evidence locker, and he was taking evidence out. He said,
It's not too late. I'm going to hand all this over to Marshall.
well, to be honest, I was a bit taken aback by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to me, but I never thought he'd bring us...
You bring up SL9.
Oh, he'd bring up SL9. Sorry, I can't see the one word.
Yeah.
That's when I saw it. That accursed knife. I couldn't just pull it out.
Doing so would have only led to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime.
Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurried up and wiped it up. I was worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my fatal mistake. The bloody handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker. I used to be known as the crime computer. But everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it.
Then you put the body in my car?
I'm sorry, I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal? You make a lot more than us detectives ever will.
Grr.
Leaving the prosecution's car aside, how? How could you get Miss Sky involved in all of this? Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out.
So you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker.
I felt bad for having to do it. I also didn't have the time to pick and choose what to take. So, you left the jar of fragments in the glove. Yeah. It looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer.
Damn.
They all did their best to get in my way. I gotta hand it to them. They do their jobs well, much to my dismay.
Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that.
Tell me, Worthy. Why do you stand in court?
Me?
You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to do it alone.
Damn.
Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, gee.
Well, what?
Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend.
I'm sorry too, Damon Gant. I knew you as you used to be, long ago. You were once a fine investigator and example to others on the force. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person.
Those days are gone now, Oji. Thanks for all the memories, though. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Now you have Righto here. And Worthy. With these two around, you can't go wrong. In fact, I can hear them already. The Medelia sounds of a new beginning.
Damn.
There are two things I want you to understand.
Yes?
First, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Miss Sky, you no longer have any reason to keep silent.
You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. All that I've done these past 2 years, from the time I had Gant help me forge evidence up until today.
So, seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered.
I'm sorry, Miss Sky. I couldn't get you out of all of your trouble.
My, what high standards you have for a rookie. I can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows? A few years from now, you just might make it to the top.
Damn.
Aw.
Yay,
Aw,
she finally
yeah.
smiled.
Yeah, she's smiling now.
Yay. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright.
Miss Sky.
And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh,
You suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you.
it was nothing. Blushes turns away.
He like those little pointy fingers as he turns away.
Yeah.
Liar.
I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth.
So stop it. I only did my job. Blushes. In light of this case, seems a good self-examining is in order for all of us. Miss Sky,
Yes, Your Honor?
you are innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed you, the fact is that you still acted as his accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
Is there something amusing about all of this? Why are you smiling?
It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free from these heavy chains.
Damn.
Comes Jesus.
Well, this trial's gone on far too long already. Almost 3 hours.
Judge, we know.
Regarding the charge of murder, this court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, not
Not guilty.
guilty. Yay, we did it.
Yippee, confetti.
Yeah, confetti. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Hours.
That is all. This court is adjourned. Then we have the freaking epilogue.
Yeah. 5:03 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. At long last, it's finally over. Emma? Why the long face? I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook. But at least she wasn't convicted for a murder she didn't commit.
No, that's not it. Just now after the trial ended.
I can see why Mia Fey thought so highly of you. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. You done well.
You know, I did my best too. But Lana didn't say a single word to me. Aw. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
Come shoot.
Oh my god.
I come shoot every time.
Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later.
No, come shoot. Wait, come shoot. What is it?
You gotta come running back.
It's like a puppy
You're
dog.
doing this on purpose, aren't you? Like a detective running around the wall on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. That's like the third time you said this.
Bruh.
Hey, landing off, pals. I'm only kidding. Oh, are you here because of my sister again? Nope, not this time. I came today because of you, pal. Me? That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone. Ooh.
Oh.
Lana. Should you be? Oh, was you?
Should he be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know.
Well, I won't tell if you won't.
Emma, I owe you an apology.
It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it.
That day, 2 years ago, was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think was keeping you from getting wrapped up in this mess.
Sis.
I asked Aunt to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake, but now I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself, but I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared of how you would react if you knew.
But sis, you're only doing it for me.
No.
Huh?
I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you.
Sis.
I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry.
But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now.
You're happy?
Of course. You know, sis, always knew that one day you'd come back. And now you have. Aww.
Yay. Oh, Emma. Emma.
Hell yeah.
Aw,
Oh,
yippee!
take a screenshot, take a screenshot. Wrong button.
There we go.
Wow.
No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in doing so, we can find the way back to our rightful path. And it's from there that we can move on toward a brighter future.
Aww.
Aw. At least that's what I felt watching the two sisters make up. Mr. Wright, Mr. Gumshoe,
Me.
thank you both for all that you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Isn't that right, Edgeworth? Edgeworth! Stop hiding and come over here.
Oh, is he crying or something?
Is he being blushy?
Oh, he's brooding.
Why was he hiding?
I just came to say, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Right. Well, I'll be going now. Blushes, turns away, running.
No, Edgy Poo, come
Accidental
back!
glomp.
Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. You were the ones who acted corruptly, not you.
Gah. It's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say, I realize today that I can't correct my mistakes. Mr. Edgeworth. Not only that. Excuse me.
Terrible! Damn, maybe that's
Ugh.
why Edward's been hiding. Doesn't want anyone to know his gassy burps.
Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right.
You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me. We're the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what really takes to bring them down once you try to do it. Oh my god. Once you try taking them down. Once you try to do it alone. Go alone.
I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime on my own, I need a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for quite some time now.
But Edgeworth,
Who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gant did. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue on as a prosecutor.
Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor, Manfred von Karma. They're both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake. You said in order to fight crime of my own, I need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone.
Oh, they had us. They had Phoenix Wright.
You were working together with Mr. Wright. And because of that partnership,
Aww.
you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What? Oh, yeah. What is this, a pop quiz?
Come on, Mr. Wright. Show him what Lana's talking about.
Evidence, huh?
Something that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own. Photo? No.
Something neither Edgeworth and I would have been able to find on our own. The book?
Oh, maybe the book. I feel like I'm gonna make sense to this.
That might mean something to you, but I don't see how it had anything to do with our partnership.
Huh?
Mr. Wright, it seems you still have a lot to learn as well.
I guess that wasn't the right piece of evidence.
It's time for me to go.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Excuse me. There's still some loose ends that need wrapping up.
Oh, would we have gotten a different ending if we chose the right thing?
Oh, I don't know. I hope not. This will make me double think.
We can't go back because we saved so long ago.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Take care, Chief Prosecutor.
He fades into the Microsoft presentation. Edgeworth, what will you do now?
Fades back in.
Well, whatever you do, just remember, you can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. In the end, it's up to you.
I know. Seems I owe you my thanks too, right? What do I face now is my problem.
Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court.
Farewell, hubby.
Oh, Pookie Bear.
No, Pookie Bear.
No, Edgeworth Pookie. I better be going too.
Okay. But I'll be by to visit you soon.
It seems we both have a lot to learn, catching up to do. Here, this is a little something for you.
Scientific investigation.
It's the first book I ever bought.
Oh,
Study
my
it
phone
well.
about to die.
Oh.
No, plug it in. Don't let it die. You have to watch the end.
Oh,
Later. Okay.
oh,
Well,
bye.
goodbye.
Bye, Lonely. Hope you can come back soon when this is up later and
Yes.
see what happens.
Watch the final ending.
Yes, yes. Well, hope everything's good by you.
Yes. Thanks, sis. I will.
No.
Light went out, dude. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh no.
And so, another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith.
Aw.
Faith that their lives have only just begun.
It can't be revived for now. Oh no.
And as for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own.
Damn.
A journey to rediscover myself.
Love the edge was the
I
last
know,
one.
he's just like dead set in
Yeah.
the middle.
Yeah, where was Gumshoe in that?
No, he was. I saw him.
Oh, he was? Okay. Well, don't go trekking off just yet, pal.
Huh? What is it, detective?
Oh yeah, we're supposed to work together. There's a little matter to resolve about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this. But,
I thought you said it was okay.
yeah, well, it may be okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story.
Huh?
Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either.
Huh?
Way to go, detective. I didn't know you had a wild side. Yeah, well, haha. You see, Mr. Wright here is the one who will be footing the bill. Oh my god.
Huh?
What, you think I can afford it with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
It's like $300.
Oh my
Or
god.
like $300,000. Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best.
Why is it I suddenly feel like I want to scream?
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we all go pay it off together? Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, guys. Let's go! Oh, this is gonna be
And that's
yeah, that's it.
Yippee!
Oh my god, yay! Wow.
We did it! Oh, there's more. Hello. I arranged for a friend of mine in Europe to take care of Emma. I hope she'll be pleased to study under a top coroner.
Oh, cool.
As for me, this affair has pretty much ended my days at the prosecutor's office. Still, I managed to find my way back to the field somehow. Then I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we can like see how they're doing and stuff afterwards.
Yeah.
Aw. But what
The where are they now?
where are they now? Over the rainbow.
But I thought it was awesome. I
Yeah,
thought,
I was gonna say, what did you think of this whole? Because you've been with me most of the game.
yeah, for like all of like this trial at least. Yanks, I thought I was a goner for a moment there. It's in the end though. They overlooked my unauthorized investigation in the chief's office. If we penalize you anymore, it'd be worse than firing you. Yep, that's what they said. Just goes to show. You can't shake me off that easily. I guess he's staying at the office.
Ooh.
But yeah, this was awesome. This specific case was super fun to go through.
It was so in depth.
It's so in depth.
I didn't think it was gonna be that crazy, to be honest with
We
you.
both knew at the beginning that like she wasn't the real murderer, and that like I think we both knew that like, oh yeah, that like it was a body put in from the police station in the car, and that like she wasn't the real murderer and whatever. My new mission is guard the main entrance and take care of Billy. Can you believe it? I've been demoted to a security guard. My partner's keeping an eye on the entrance for me today. I'll show them though. Someday I'm going to make a detective.
Aw, yeah.
Yes, sir. That I can be just like that Dick Gumshoe.
Oh my god.
Aw, it's got a little understudy now.
Yay.
But yeah, it was just so cool how it ended though, because I did not see the ending coming.
Me neither, especially with Emma either. I was just
Yeah.
like, what?
I thought Emma was definitely gonna be guilty of killing him.
Yeah.
Man, and like the fact that like I didn't know how like they would have died either. I didn't know about the night thing or whatever. I mean, I knew it had something to do with that. I didn't know what though.
Yeah, that was like the one thing I had no idea besides like, oh, you can't see the security camera.
Yeah.
Just cause.
Yeah, there are like certain things that were mentioned where like, oh yeah, this has something to do with it.
Oh.
Oh no, he
Oh,
fell
he fell over.
down.
Somebody give him a new pair of legs. He needs the legs. All of the legs.
Yes.
Oh,
But yeah,
man.
certain things there was like, oh yeah, that's gotta like come in and play at some point. But it was like how it came to play. It was just like so cool.
Oh man. Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's in the detention center. What is it? Can't you see him having me a showdown with a steak lunch? Miss Star managed to sneak this into me. She's seen one of the guards, it seems. Well, cowboy, looks like you did it. You even gave Bambina back her smile. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get their water? Aw. I guess it's a cactus.
Billy. Billy the cactus.
Billy the cactus.
Oh, but I like this game too. Like
Yes.
this is definitely like different. Oh, hello. Looks like we won't be seeing each other for a while. As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu, the Rightly Way lunch. The top lawyer tastes as bitter as a defeat, but the bottom layers are sweet and as victory.
Aw.
Kids seem to dig the turnabout theme. It's a hot seller. Just make sure not to eat it backwards.
Nice.
No. But yeah, I really like this game because I played Danganronpa before, and it kind of gave that feel, but not as intense.
Yeah, had
and,
like trials, had to like go around
not as
and
crazy.
investigate.
Yeah, but I really like the simplicity and the characters.
The judge. I'll never forget what that young defense lawyer said after the trial. Let's see, what was his name again? Mr. Left?
No.
Nice. Anyway, he said he's been doing something or other for, how many years? Well, anyway, I've got another trial to get to, so I'd better be... Huh? Oh no, I forgot my gavel. Sorry, gotta go. His chair.
Oh my god. Whoa.
I've never seen his chair before.
Me neither. It's just a
Damn.
red chair. Oh, but I really like this game. It's like I like the simplicity of it in its sense and like the characters. 'Cause I know like
Yeah.
a lot of the characters look like casual, but like I love their personalities a
Yeah,
lot.
their personalities and like how and which direction they take and like it's cuckoo crazy bananas.
I forever will love Phoenix and Edgeworth.
Mia!
Maya!
Maya!
Nothing suits a soul like fresh country air. Still, sometimes I do miss hearing you say your objection. Still, I can't go back until I'm full-fledged spirit medium. Mystic Maya, afternoon training's about to begin. Coming. Well, see you around, Nick.
Aww.
Oh, I missed the goober.
Yeah.
Ah, she was silly. I miss her. Ah. But like a character like Maya and like others, I really liked. I also did like Emma towards the end. You know, she's
Yeah.
she's also a goober.
She's also a goober, yes.
She's scientific uber.
Signed Uber.
Well, yeah, no, I even like how, like, even though a lot of times, I won't lie, I was confused with certain parts.
Wow.
Oh, hello?
Yeah, I gotta move the thing a bit.
Oh.
Edgeworth,
Edgeworth?
come on.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I brought you your tea. Oh, what's going on? Oh,
Oh.
Mr. Edgeworth, we're gonna find out he's been like murdered or something.
Oh my god, no, please. He's
Swear
my
to
hubby,
God.
please.
Not the hubby
He's
bubby
my
boy.
man.
Not the hubster bubster.
Ah, please.
Not the hubby wubby boobykins. Oh, she's going on a train too. Oh yeah, to Europe. Guilty of going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little sad, but I'll be alright. Whenever I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open this book.
Aw.
Oh, look at her.
I love the little...
This
Oh, we
got
can
it,
look
does
at
it.
it.
Oh, is there a picture of her inside of there?
Let's take a look. P.O. Oh, it's a little...
Oh, yeah, there's a letter inside of
note.
there.
Hello?
Oh, it's when she was younger and stuff.
Oh, it's when she probably got into doing Ace Attorney stuff. Oh,
Oh,
look how
look at
goober...
that.
Goobery. Ah! There.
Nice.
Oh, look how goobery.
And she's wearing her hat.
Oh, so cute.
Oh, it's adorable.
Oh, they're adorable. Cute. Capcom.
Oh, there it is. The most important character.
Yes, we love Capcom. Thank you, Capcom.
Yes.
Oh,
Objection.
yes. Objection!
Oh. But that was
man.
good.
That made me happy.
Yeah.
Save. Yes, please save. Oh my god. And that's it.
Man.
So that is it for the first half of the trilogy.
Wow.
But yeah, we got more happening soon. I won't play right away, but we have the second and third half of the trilogy because there's more to come.
Oh.
More.
More.
Oh man, but I really enjoy this game. It's really, like, again, it's tricky because I won't lie, I'm a dummy. But I really enjoy how all the cases come together and
Yeah.
like figuring out, like, because it does, at least to me, I don't know about you, don't you feel proud after you figured who the fuck did the shit?
Yes.
I feel proud.
We are detectives and also attorneys.
Yes, we're both somehow.
We got the big yowie hands.
Yes,
Like
we go
objection.
objection.
Ugh.
But we will play more of this one day. It will just be a couple of weeks or maybe a month or so or more. I don't know yet because I have other games I want to play. But we'll be playing more soon. We'll continue with Phoenix Wright and see where does he go. What just
Yeah.
happened?
What happens to him?
Do we partner up with Gumshoe from now on? Do we see our wonderful goobery mayonnaise? What do we do?
What happened?
What happens?
What happened?
But that is it for today's stream.
Yeah.
For people who have came here to see it live, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
For botters who will watch this later, thank you as well. Thank you. Of course, you can catch me at some of my socials. I have also pinned on my bottom right hand corner.
But bottom left.
Sorry, bottom left. I know my directions. You can catch me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Blue Sky, and TikTok at Bento_VTuber. And also with this man here has been with me.
Hello, I'm Xdiman 2, and you can find me on Twitch and YouTube and Twitter. And yeah, I also stream. I stream a lot on Twitch, and then I put it all on YouTube. And also have some videos exclusive to YouTube. So yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Xdiman 2, and follow on Twitch, please,
Yes,
if you wouldn't mind.
Yes, this man's almost close to 50 followers.
Yes.
On Twitch. We gotta make him at 50.
I want it. I want it.
But that is enough for investigating for now. That is up. That is the end for now for being the new Saul Goodman for the time being. But as for now, we will catch you all next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.